Welcome to another episode of the Two Derby Nuts. I'm Scott Heima.
And I'm Jason Mabray.
Hey, we're here on location at the Watermark Wesleyan Church in Hamburg, New York, at the Genesis Garage, what are they? Cruise Night. Yes, the Cruise Night. And it's perfect weather. I think it's 73 degrees, the exact weather that I think is going to be in heaven. And very low humidity, so no threat of rain, so we have a lot of cars. And here's the premise that Jason came up with for this episode. Let me have him explain it a little bit.
All right, so what I thought we'd do is kind of walk around, look at some of the cars, kind of pick some that we think are kind of cool, maybe talk to the owners a little bit, and then have you guys in the comment section or email Scott and kind of pick one that you like the best, and whichever one gets the most picks, we're going to try to actually build a derby car of that car. And take some footage of us building it and kind of walk you through the steps of what we did to achieve that car.
So the future episodes of this will be us actually making this car. So we're excited about this concept. Hopefully you are too. Thanks. Okay, the owners tell us this is a 32 Ford Coupe.
All right, what we got here is a 1949 Studebaker pickup. All right, so we're here with
Ray Lucas.
All right, and his what year?
1951 four-door Mercury.
All right, and so as you can see, he's got it decorated like one of the vehicles from Cars, and you said it's been in your family for
Since day one.
since 1951.
Yes. I've
All
owned
right.
it for the last 20 years, but before that, it was my brother-in-law's car, and he lived in Kissimmee, Florida, and he was Walt Disney's top mechanic. And when he passed away, my sister and my nephews didn't want this car because they had 6 other classic cars in the garage. So I brought it up from Florida. I've been driving it ever since, and I'm a very proud American. I worked for GM for 30 years. Now I'm driving a Ford. Now I'm driving a better idea. And 2 days after the movie came out, I put the eyes on the car.
Yeah.
Why? To educate the children. See? No, it's not Doc Hudson. It's a Mercury. And I'm the jerk that drives the Merc.
All right, well, thank you for sharing with us. Have a great night. All right, here we have a 1941 Willys with a super gigantic motor in it. But this is a beautiful car. 1941 Willys Coupe. All right, here we have a beautiful example of a 1939 Chevrolet Master Deluxe. All right, here we have a 1956 Ford Fairlane. Here we have a 1929 Ford pickup truck. Here we have this beautiful yellow 1922 Ford delivery truck. All right, and here we have a 1940 Ford Deluxe. All right, here we have a 1981 Volkswagen Vanagon Westfalia. All right, here we have a 1959 Mercury Monterey. We're here with the owner,
Carl Baca.
Carl. All right, this is a beautiful car. So what we're doing is we're just videotaping some of these different cars, and we're going to have our viewers pick one, and then we're going to try and build it. So we're kind of picking ones that have some really cool body lines and stuff. This would be a challenging one, but this would be a fun car to build. Lots of chrome and lots of cool lines to it. But so yeah, thank you for letting us check it out. So how long have you had this car?
Actually, since April.
Just since April. Huh?
Yeah, well, a
So
friend of mine had it
new to you, huh?
had it for about 17 years, and then he passed away, and a good friend of mine gave it to me.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is a good friend to give you this
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
All right, it is
So-
beauty. Enjoy it.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
Thanks for
I
sharing
do.
with us. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, here we have a 1949 Plymouth Deluxe. All right, here we have a 1969 Chevy Camaro Z28. All right, here we have a 1958 Pontiac Chieftain.
$19.50 Nash. Are we YouTubing yet? Okay, and we're going to probably have a lot of bloopers for this, so that's fine. I'm here with Brian and Gary from Genesis Garage, and they're the founders of this Cruise Night. Yes, thanks, Jason, for reminding me of that. Here at Watermark Wesleyan Church in Hamburg, New York. Brian, what was your vision for starting Genesis Garage?
Vision was really simple. Gary and I attended car shows and cruise nights, and we just thought there was a better, bigger community purpose that could be had. Gathering, 100 or 200 car guys together, car people, car individuals. There's probably a better purpose, and we could use this hobby to better service the community. So that was the whole start of the idea. It was the genesis of the idea, and that's why it started 3.5 years ago.
Awesome. And I've heard that you do a lot of good for the community as well for some of the 50/50 raffles and other things. Can you share with our viewers a little bit about that, maybe some spiritual applications as well?
The whole purpose of the mission and the ministry is to help the people less fortunate. It's car people, car individuals, helping people with car issues and car problems. You can have a rather expensive repair, and it could really put an individual or a family into a financial crisis. So the whole thought behind it was, let's try to help these people out with those type of needs.
What a great mission to be able to help, those that really need help with car repairs. I know that I've had a couple times where I had a truck where I blew a valve and it was like $1,000. Like, oh no. Gary, any final words that you'd like to share with us?
That's kind of that was the gist of it. Is we were discussing how when we were younger and young families, a car repair, you had to make a decision whether you were going to eat, pay your rent, or get your car fixed so you go to work. So now we're in a place, and most guys with the cars are in a place where they can give back and help people so they don't have to make that decision. So that's kind of really how we started doing this.
What a great mission. And, Jason and I are definitely Derby nuts, but we always try to apply a spiritual application to anything. It's one of my favorite events of the year, not just because we get to exhibit our creativity, but there's a lot of great teachable moments in it. You know, when a father and son build a car and it doesn't do as well as they thought, you know, then now they can teach like perseverance, don't give up. But if it did really great and the boy's strutting his stuff, and he can teach them some humility. So, you know, there's so many great things around this automotive theme that we can do. So thanks for, you know, all that you're doing in this community through the Genesis Garage and taking a little time out with us about sharing your mission. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now it is time to vote. Type in your selection in the comments below or email them to me at shaima, S-H-A-I-M-A, at csbministries.org. Here's a quick review of all the cars. Number 1, the 1932 Ford Coupe. Number 2, the 1949 Studebaker. Number 3, the 1951 Mercury. Number 4, the 1941 Willys. Number 5, the 1939 Chevy Master Deluxe. Number 6, the 1956 Ford Fairlane. Number 7, the 1929 Ford Pickup. Number 8, the 1922 Ford Delivery Truck. Number 9, the 1940 Ford Deluxe. Number 10, the 1981 Volkswagen Vanagon Westfalia. Number 11, the 1959 Mercury Monterey. Number 12, the 1949 Plymouth Deluxe. Number 13, the 1969 Chevy Camaro. Number 14, the 1958 Pontiac Chieftain. Number 15, the 1950 Nash. Again, type your selection in the comments below or email them to shaima@csbministries.org.